What's up, Hig, bro? Getting ready to go into this. I might not talk too awful much, just depends. I was kind of hesitant just in case I get a really bad bite rate, but I guess whatever the computer's going to deal me, it's going to deal me, so. Hoping I'll get some good luck out of this. Making sure I got in there everything before I join. Thanks, Fork, bro. I'm going to need it. Like I said, it's like sitting at a poker table, except for the computer's dealing all the cards out to you. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Thanks, Hig, bro. At this point, I'll just take a king jack offsuit. That'd be just fine with me. And here goes the annoying flags. I forgot about these things. Here we go. Got a long drive, boys. There's tri-air right there, too, if nobody ever knew that. Right there to the right, but I'm not a real trustworthy spot. They better give me a good bite rate. And don't start lagging on me now. Nice lag spike. Come on. I ain't giving too many tips through this either. I mean, they're going to do good or bad, but that's my mark from, as you can see, November 12th, 2021. If you're looking for Trahira on this map, look for those dead trees. Will I get bites? I do not know. Computer's going to tell me that or not. Thanks, Dutch. I wanted to put this up for y'all at the same time. I kind of didn't, just in case I get the really bad bite rate. I'd want to try to reset my game just in case it glitches out, but I'll go ahead and run with it and see what happens. I made it to 2 finals this year, so if I don't make it in this one, that's just fine. But again, keynotes as I'm sitting there waiting to see if I get a bite. Those dead trees. Dead tree here. The majority of these dead trees all around the lake have those. That's where your trier are. And you guys that are looking for spots. What in the hell? Did you guys see that? Oh, they're gonna do it to me. I should have had a bite by now. £52 average, huh? Oh, I'm in here with Josh. Josh, you catching anything? That's comical. No offense, Fork. I fished this map before you were born, boy. Ain't nothing to do with that right now. Thanks, Tinker. Appreciate it, my man. They're either going to give me a bite rate or they're not. I'll move off to another spot here in a second. I think I was too fast getting up here. My boat's got turbo, boys. I know, Fork. I'm just messing with you, man. No, if you see my marker, I farmed this way back before everybody had everything on YouTube. Your bite rate's 4.2. I was worried about that. That's why I was worried about streaming it. They keep giving me the no bite rate bullshit crap. And I sent Josh screenshots last night when I was practicing. I was catching these things on a 10-0. I like to farm these with a 10-0, believe it or not. Because then you mainly just get trophy or uni. You don't have to mess with all the garbage piranha and everything else around. Nice, buddy. I seen that. But looks like they're going to kill my first spot for me. That was a waste of 6 minutes to drive up here. Thank you. What in the hell? Eleven, 14, 21. I went from 27 to 45. If I don't get anything, I'll have to go up a little bit. But sad part of this game, you either get a bite rate or you don't. I can tell you that from experience, in these comps at least. You can talk hook 6-0 all the way up to 10-0. And you're either going to get a bite, don't matter if it's an Araku minnow, banded Araku, large minnow, shiner. They're either going to bite or they're not. But I like large minnows. So it's 10-0. They give me a catfish this time? Fucking stupid. Absolutely ignorant. Oh, I ain't picking on anybody. It's just like sitting down at the poker table, boys. They got to deal out losing cards to somebody. You'll realize that the more of these you play in. In other words, if there's only 52 cards to deal out, in this case there's 20 cards out of 700 and however many people registered in it. Not that you can't have some skill involved with how you rotate and that sort of thing, but you'll find you're either going to get bites or you won't. But I think the unis are few far in between because the people that are getting extremely good bite rates, they're running a 6 and a 7-0. Run a bigger hook, you get a bigger fish normally. That's if you're getting super RNG. If you're getting crappy RNG like I'm getting right now, I could probably put a 4-0 on out there and I wouldn't have any action. One more cast. That's 2 spots in, dead. I told Josh what was going to happen. Yeah, Fork, all they're doing is getting a trophy and going from spot to spot. They're hedging their funds. Because if you can get 10 50-pound trophies, obviously you got 500 points. That's a good way to go. I ain't knocking it. But you'll find you put a 6 and 7-0 on this, and you go and playing this, guys. Anybody that's watching this back, start with a 6 and 7-0. You'll just see. If you're catching piranha, that means they're giving you a lousier bite rate. If you're getting triura, then obviously they've dealt you a good RNG. Exactly. That's why I was just telling Josh. He caught a nice 43 pounder, and I said, "What'd you use? A 7-0?" Yep. You can ask Josh last night. I was in here for 25 minutes on our template, and I already had 4 nice trophies in the 50s. But you can't do crap when they do this to you. So they're somewhere active on this map. Again, guys, I'm a power farmer, power ranker, trying to convert into a tournament player, but I've just noticed that they, like I said, I'm not even picking on Fishing Planet. Somebody they got to deal out poor bite rates to somebody, otherwise they can't get everybody 52-pound unis, because who's going to win? Or 52-pound trophies. November 2021. Obviously, don't let that float very far over there. And this is a really shallow spot. It's the only reason I shallowed that up. This one, if he's here or not, you'll see him come up and feed, whether it's a trophy or a uni. Yeah, I was fishing this when they released it. In other words, I already have all the money spots. I know how to catch them. It's just going to depend on what the computer gives you guys. Not to overanalyze it. It is what it is. Basically, just rolling your dice. But just as a kind of a walk along, you guys go to playing this, 3 to 5 minutes per spot. If you ain't have an active spot, go ahead and move on unless you're catching a fish. But see, I'm different than others. Normally, I'll try to pick one up on an 8 or 9-0. If I get a trophy, then I immediately cast out, give it another minute or two, because how are you going to catch the uni if you move off? Yeah, he did good. Like I said, I'm not knocking anybody. But you do got to get bites. Everybody's fishing the same spots for the most part, but I was just showing you my marks. Even though Rex and Dave are all running those marks, I had those marks as soon as the map opened. I'd already found it. And if you notice, as I went along, I actually pulled up the mark for all you guys. So simply what I'm going to do, since I can't get a bite anywhere, I'll go over to my 4th spot. And then I'll circle back. If I haven't caught anything fairly... Basically, the lake's off for me right now, if you guys haven't realized that. There's a timer. It just comes on and off. Fishing Planet can say whatever they want. You know I love the game, but I know I can tell when a timer's on and off. I've fished in the game long enough to know. And eventually a timer just goes on. As long as you're in that 6 to 10-0 range, and you got a minnow on there. Once they program them to bite and turn them on, they'll bite. Spot 4. Now see, it doesn't make sense to go back to any of the spawn points. I'll have to sit here. If I can get something decent here, then I'll go back and backtrack. and hope that the lake's turned on for me. 19 minutes in. And I've farmed this place so much right there. You put a 6-0, 7-0, you're going to wade through a lot of piranhas, so I'd rather take a few dings and just hope it, once the trailer's programmed to bite, they'll bite. 45 minutes in at the kidney, fish on. All right. So 115 left for me. Dock or the point, Josh? All right. What's up, Hunt? Found that in the 3rd grade, boys. Yeah, this spot's been around the block. Spot 5. Sure everybody knows this spot. 3rd grade. Uni, I can't even get a bite. Bro, don't use a 10-0. They won't bite. There's a big one. See his tail? Don't mean he'll bite. At least they're active now. Big ass in here. No, you're fine. I'm not judging anybody's thing. I'm just saying, if you want to score well and place top 20, you don't want to put a little choder hook on. Don't mean it's always going to be a bigger one, but at least I got one. And since the spot's active, I'm going to change something. They'll bite anything, but change something. And then see if the uni's there. Give it a couple minutes. Because how are you going to get a uni if you don't recast out? You're hoping to go somewhere and just get a first cast uni? I understand the strategy. They're just hoping to get 10 times 5 or 10 times 45 to get 450. But if you want to place top 20 with the heavy hitters and all this stuff, you better hope you can get a few big ones. And the game should have rewarded me for my patience and gave me one in the 50s. Instead, I got a 43 anyway. That's what you call poker fishing or lotto fishing. It's just RNG, boys. Don't overthink it. Every once in a while I get rewarded for my creativity. Not very often, guys. At least not in these comps. Now, if I look at my bank account, I got $220 million, so I must be pretty good. Now they're going to give me a piranha on a 10-0. The hook's bigger in your head, boy. Fishing planet. Why is that even biting my hook? For crying out loud. The uni's there, never remarked it. Just in case anybody ever needed it. But you follow this run and have better luck than I'm having. You'll know when you get a good bite rate because you'll just get, the trier will just bite. It's that simple. Again, if you guys that's ever shark fish or for anything, 2-3 minutes if you don't have a bite. Just go around from spawn point to spawn point. Or ideally, those first 4 spots I hit, I should have had at least 2 out of the 4. I should have had 2 to 4 trophy from those first four spots. But again, they're going to dial it up the way they're going to dial it up. But again, if you guys want to run 7-0s and be safe, run 7-0s. Okay, spots 1 through 4 were dead. 5, I got one. 6 is dead. November, when I first started playing this map. Now what I'll do is hop back and forth and hope one of these are active. Then I'm going to have to go way across the island and all the way back up just because the computer told me 1 through 4 is going to be dead for me. It's just that simple. So you guys play that back in your head. Now, I don't mean 1 through 4 is going to be dead for you. But keep that frame of mind when you go and play in these things. I probably have 10 or 12 spots, but I had them charted out in a good order where I should have been able to get at least 2 out of 4 trophies up there. I'm taking it to 45, hoping it'll move a little less. And if you want to go shallower, then obviously make sure that you have a .082 liter titanium or whatever you got. Make sure and look at your liters. They always sell 2 in the shop. The one that's shorter is obviously the one that you can take shallower. The one that's deeper or longer is the one that you can only bottom out around 22 inches. So if you're wanting to run like a 15 inch or something silly like that, then make sure you have the right size titanium on there. You're going to sink your bobber? That's what we should do, sink our bobber. Wonder if that would work. Come on, Fishing Planet. I just made a whole video bragging on you. You're going to give a likable guy like me this kind of luck? Soggy bobber. You know, in real life, when I sink a bobber, it's usually because I've cracked it and it's full of water, and it just actually just sinks when I cast it out there. Josh, did we both get the same size trophy of 43? Yeah, I know. Bear with my mood, guys. If you've played in many of these as I have now, I just pretty much know exactly what's going to happen. I can just tell when I'm not getting a winning card dealt to me. I should leave that bobber there for 45 minutes real time just to see if when it finally turns on. That'd be really boring though, wouldn't it? Going to 17. I had this one set up with a smaller titanium for anybody keeping notes on that. Do you catch? Do you think catching in a spot will trigger other spots? To be honest with you, want me to tell you the complete truth? I think sometimes you're dealt a card that pretty much the whole lake's pretty much dead for you. Or if it's not dead, you're going to get the blocker fish. At least in these comps. Josh, how many trophies do you got? 2. How much time you got left? Hon, it depends on your whatever keeps it to the bottom. That's a tough question because I don't know your rod and reel and how fast it reels. Basically, 1 or 2 normally just to keep it under. You got just under an hour, so you've got 2 unis per every half hour, or 2 trophies. So you can count on 1 trophy per half hour. Better be a uni if I get one. Come on, Fishing Planet. I'm about 48 minutes in. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna spawn back the other spot. I'm just hoping I can pick up one more trophy over here. Because I ain't driving all the way to the other side. What would I drive over there for? All of my spots have been dead. Had nothing to do with hook size or the bait. I'm hoping this is a Triera and not a Piranha. uh, See my point whether they're going to bite or not? I would have rather detour most of the Piranha away by using a 10-0. As dumb as that might sound to a lot of you all. Dum, 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 dum. Boy, this is exciting. That's exactly why I almost did this off stream, guys. I felt it coming. You know what's funny? When this lake first came out, it was so messed up that piranha would bite a 14-0 captain hook. I think I deserve an 80-pound uni there, Fishing Planet. 42 minutes I'll never get back. Come on now. Will there be a Trahera here? Probably not. Uh-oh. There's a chance. Give me a 20-pounder. Two-pound piranha. Come on. Josh, I'm with you, buddy. We should have just played in the Breaking Shad. I should have played at this at like 11 o'clock at night or something off stream. I know you did. I know you did, Josh. I know you did. Oh. I'm going to stick it out, boys, but I can tell you this is not enjoyable. I'm noticing a pattern. Something's going to chase it, and then it's going to go over there. Pretty much just the computer just dealt me a losing card again. It's alright. If anything, anybody that watches this back, you got plenty of marks. I promise, if the computer lets them bite, they will bite. Good one, Josh. Josh, what you got left? 45 minutes? Three unis? Or three trophies? Sheesh. That sucks, buddy. I'm on a pace for 2.5 trophies. No, I missaid it. Cycle through and be choosy. Not even piranha. Well, you seen what happened to me. As soon as I put it down to a 7-0, that's all I'm going to catch is piranha. I know how these play out. I've played enough of them. Not to burst your guys' bubble, but it's definitely just like, it's just lotto fishing, guys. Uh, Possibly. They both got 80 pounders. Like I said, they shuffle up and deal the RNG out too, and the bite rate, unfortunately. Uh, Trophies and unis are here, but they're just not as prolific. But since I'm here, I might as well cast and see if they're over there. But nobody else showed you that one. Don't bank your whole tournament on it, but since I'm not getting anything, I might as well just throw a cast out there and see what happens, right? I'll give this a couple minutes. If I don't bite, I'll go down there to the old fence post. Go off the point. If I don't get nothing there, start over. There's something chasing it. It's piranha. There's peacock bass here too, but if we're lucky, we'll get a try here. But I don't think we're gonna be lucky. I should have put a 3 on just to see if piranha even bite. Something. I don't I don't mind playing with everybody, Billy, but I'm not putting a I like everybody, so I'm not, no offense to anybody, but I'm not putting no tag on my name. And that's no offense to all the guys that's been coming around. I'm not putting no tag on my name. By no means. In other words, I got friends in every guild, Billy. The most important part is if you're not friends with the RNG dealer, that's the most important part, Billy. Whoever's dialing these numbers up, that's who you need to get close to. And again, any of you guys watching this back, common denominator on this entire lake, if you want to find Trahira, look around these trees. Literally almost every spot has this tree. I'm wondering if I get a fish here, is it going to be a Trahira or a bass? Trahira? Did they give me one? Or is it enormous speckled? It's a Trahira. I don't think he's big enough though. Maybe small trophy or a big common. Small trophy. Again, since the spot's active, I'm way different than somebody else. Whether you go up or down a hook, I do usually change something just to see if the uni will bite. So basically, they dealed me up. I want to say that was, I don't know what spot I'm on, 7 or 8 by now. 2 trophies and 8 spots, boys, is what they're averaging me. I'm being nerfed before your very eyes. I hope you get the buff. I hope you get the buffing around anybody watching this back. Alright, now I gotta haul balls and get all the way up to the top, boys. I hope I can get 3 or 4 trophy. That way at least I can get 300 or 400 points in this stink fest. Since this is closer, I'm just going to go all the way down here. If I'm lucky, this is activated now. Save myself some time. And you guys tuning in, welcome. Off to an extremely slow start. I think my first 4 spots were pretty much completely dead. Other than piranha, if I wanted to downsize hooks to a 6 or 7, I could have caught probably 7 or 8 piranha. So now I'm backtracking through the run, hoping that the second hour is more kind to me. So we shall see. My guess is nothing will change. On the bright note, I guess I'm 2-0 on the trophy. At least I haven't caught a common. Cool. Dead twice. Again, anybody that happens to sit through this stink fest, if you learn anything from it, keep rotating. And hope your whole lake's not dead, but that pattern is just continuing for me. Give it 3 minutes. D, it's about, I don't know. It's frustrating. I've had these marks way before, just as soon as anybody else would have had them. I fish. The only difference is when I farm these things, I go with a bigger hook. I pretty much predicted this was going to do this. Pretty much every one of my spots are dead D. Don't matter where I go. Just another round of getting kicked right below the belt. But how's your day going, my man? The good news is that anybody that plays in this later has all kinds of marks. And again, anybody thinks that I'm copying off anybody? Yeah, I don't even know if I'll play in it at this point. But again, guys, that's from November 12th, 2021. This was my old farming run. Pretty much everybody's just using it to play in this comp. But again, I know how to catch these things. The computer just deals out making things really easy. They have to just deal out losers and winners and somewhere in between. You can make some moves and here and there hook sizes and whatnot, but if your spots aren't active with Tri-Arrow, there's nothing you're going to be able to do. But the bright side is, if you didn't have marks, you got plenty of marks now. And as I fish, I took the time out to show you the marks on each spot. But I do truly indeed hope that you get a good bite rate. So again, I'll give this spot another 3 or 4 minutes. If there's no action, then you can't catch a Tri-Arrow and you can't score. And welcome to the stream, D. Nothing exciting, buddy. I was hoping to put up some big numbers. You can ask Josh. I was in a template last night for a half hour and had 400 pounds. Maybe 45 minutes tops. Same peak and everything. And I was actually using 10 O's. $30. Yeah, I thought it was 30 minutes. I saved the screenshots. Well, that's good, D. I could have hit as many spots as I had. Just if I got a bite rate, I know I could have been in the 500s easy. But that's all right. Yeah, they're not handing those out easy. I gave 2 of them to the FWA, though. That's awesome. They're kicking butt. They're going to make the cutoff even higher and higher by the time tomorrow rolls around. I hope there's just some random guy in there that gets a lucky card dealt to him, though, that he gets in the top 20 so he can move on to the semifinals at least. Only one guy in your lobby catching an 80-pounder. Yeah, they're not handing them out very easy, that's for sure. I don't even think this is anything big. Alright, we got a trophy at least, boys. I wish they would have turned my timer on a lot earlier, though. I could have showed you guys some big numbers. Yeah, that's a hog. Gotta be 50 pounds. Maybe more. That or he's a heavy fighting 40-pounder, but my guess is 50 to 80. I don't know. I can't tell. He feels like a hog just because I've been pulling in piranha. I caught a piranha on a 10-0 earlier, D. Come on now. That's why I was telling the chat, D, I came in here pretty much right when this lake first opened, and they had a bug to where the piranha, everybody was trying to catch shark, and the piranha would actually bite a 14-0, which is insane. Again, since I've caught the trophy, I'm going to give it a couple minutes just to see if a uni will bite. If it doesn't, at this point I have nothing to lose. And I changed hook size, just hoping to change something. But that's how I used to farm for these boys. I had no trouble catching unis. Hold on, D. I gotta pull my chat back up, my man. Yeah, I don't know. Well, my thing is, you should be able to isolate them out with a bigger hook. It normally works for me. But yeah, when we first got in here and you started going fishing for shark, a match rod would get stuck constantly on the bottom. B, you'd put a 14-0 Captain 14 on trying to catch a shark, and piranhas would sit there and devour everything you put out. Yeah, it will drive you crazy. I'll give it another minute or so, guys, and I'll have to rotate out here. But I was hoping the computer would reward me with a big one. And everybody, welcome to the string. If my mood seems a little off, I'm usually a happy-lucky-go guy, but this one here, I know what I can run in this thing. I'm just frustrated that I can't get a bite. But I did put up a bunch of markers for you guys, and I hope that anybody that's running this after my run, my marks are solid. You just got to hope for a better bite rate, boys. Nope, that ain't even a big one, boys. I was hoping. Unless he's a runner. I've seen him run at me before. Maybe. Nah. I don't think so. 30 pounder. No, he ain't none. Yep. As you can see, when they're active, they will still bite 10-0. The whole point's going to be in this thing, guys. You just got to get a good bite rate, boys. Yeah, I know. There is a pattern to it, D, but like I said, I know when the lake's been shut off for me, but they got to do it because in other words, if everybody's spot's active and everybody has the same exact luff, it's going to be hard. the scores are going to be up there so high. So in other words, just like in poker, somebody's got to get the low cards. Good Lord, hold on. Let me turn my phone down a little bit. You gonna give us some trophies now? Come on, we need on one fish. Come on. Josh. Josh, what are you? All right, Josh. I thought I was having a bad round. Josh, I can see you down there in the chat. What are you doing? Trimming trees? Oh, that was good. Thanks, Josh. I needed a laugh, buddy. Even if it was at your expense. And yes, for the rest of this, I will be rocking a 9 and 10-0. If you want to hedge your funds and you want to start in this, run a 6-0, 7-0, and kind of test your luck and just hope something happens. But again, you'll find what your luck will be probably by your first 2 or 3 spots. Hey Ford, I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my man. I've had a really rough start. Yeah, but the 7-2 offsuit can win. Yeah, not enough times. That's that's the trouble, bro. I can't bluff the fish. I can't 3 times the blind and come in representing a nice high pocket pair and then bluff the flop. It's kind of hard when you're that far behind, but yeah. I appreciate the support, gentlemen. And my apologies for my canter earlier there, but I kind of was already in that mood. Josh knew. Josh and I was debating whether I should even stream this because I kind of felt what was coming. But on a bright note, I did qualify and made it to the finals in 2 consecutive tournaments on here, catfish and bass. So again, making it to 3 finals is pretty much almost impossible. Yeah, Josh, I know. Josh is like, I told you. I know, buddy. But I wanted to put it up anyway. If this helps anybody out, moving forward, anybody that'll watch this back, you can kind of see how these things play out. But if you got a really good bite rate, and if you want to try to pick up a uni, don't be scared to go up with a little bigger of a hook. But again, that's going to be dependent on what your plan is. But by the time you've hit your 2nd or 3rd spot, if you're on fire, don't hesitate to put a hook up your hook a little bit. Because I can tell you the first 4 spots I hit, it wouldn't matter what hook I had on. They were just dead. Come on now. There's something. Just be a try-error for crying out loud. It better not be another piranha on a 10-0. I can't handle it. Yeah, I appreciate it, Johnson. I hope it picks up. I got a good strategy. Like I said, at the start of this, I showed all the marks as I went along, so you guys can appreciate that. And you guys that come back and playing this, you can look for all those marks. And I had those marks way before anybody did their run and stuff today. In other words, I'm an OG. I just never played in the comps up until just past February. So, yeah, I appreciate that, Josh. And I did help Josh there. That's how we'd met. I kind of helped him propel his way. He was kind of down in his dumps like I am right now, and I gave him a little pep talk on the semifinals of the Bass, and he ended up squeaking in 20th place. But he was the one doing the fishing. I was just doing the one doing the coaching. And that's one thing I think I've liked on this channel. A lot of people That's why I was mentioning to the gentleman earlier. I don't want to brand myself with the FWA, VFF, RFF. No offense to anybody else. I don't mind sharing the knowledge and that sort of thing, but I'm not the type of person I'm going to put a brand in front of my name. That don't mean I won't help anybody out and be a friendly fisherman and within the community, but I will not be putting a brand on my name. Because I got friends in the GTF, the majority of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine, Charles. Like I said, I'm not, you know where I'm coming from, so I'm not being offensive to you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been stopping there and helping the channel. I'm a friendly guy. I'm just saying, I'm the type of person that I don't want to have to put, because I can't remember one of the guilds. When I first started playing, there was somebody wanting me to join, and I told them then I'm not putting something in front of my name. And that don't mean I can't keep secret markers. And that's another thing too I was going to mention. Any of you guys that's been sending me markers that help me out on the channel, make sure that you let me know if you've sent me a marker, if you're wanting me to share that with the community, or that's something that you're wanting me to just test out and fish off stream, that you're wanting to keep it secret, because I am a person of integrity. So if you send me something, and I'm also a person, if you send me something and want to share it, Josh can attest to it. I will give you credit instantly for your spot that you found, and that you're the one that was wanting to help people out. So just to let everybody know that, so that's out in the open. In other words, if you send me a spot and I do good on it, or somebody else does good on it, I'm not going to take credit for it and put it on YouTube like I'm the one that found it and did all the work, because I know how much work it takes. Like all these marks you see that I had dated way back in November or 2-3 years ago, these were the marks that I went through and fished. So I understand that anybody that's got those top secret places, it's because they're almost sentimental to you. So when you pass them on to a YouTuber, and if they just post them up and don't give you credit, or kind of side swipe you, so to speak, I'm not that kind of guy. And as you can see, I just keep battling. I'm hoping I can get a trophy or two to end this dang thing out. And yep, I'm stubborn as they come, boys. I'm still rocking the big ones. In other words, for me, I'm the type of guy that likes to go down swinging. So I like to, if I see a fastball coming, I'm swinging. I'm not taking. You're holding up the jigs. I'm getting up there, Josh. I'm gonna give credit to Josh, my boy Josh. He is my elder. You are my elder, Josh. I admit it, buddy. But I am getting up there. But the cool thing about this spot, I don't know if you guys ever farmed this spot here. You can actually see it's almost like watching a trophy shark come up. When it'll actually come up and hit, when it finally activates, you'll actually see the big tail and everything. It's a pretty cool spot. That's a well-known spot. That's everybody's a Paramima spot. But man, they're just not gonna give me another spot. They're just gonna torture me. Absolute torture me. Come on now, I'm giving it 2 minutes. I did get a ding, but normally if it's a big one, you'll see a tail here before long. If not, you have a piranha playing with it. Come on, big boy. Come up, just make our day. Give me one more. One more trophy. Would it be greed if I asked for a uni? Oh, did you see the tail? It's a trier. I don't know how big he is yet. There's one there. Spot's activated. I know, John. Oh, there he is. He's back there. His tail's working around. He's gandering if he wants it. He's thinking, that's a 10-0. There ain't no way. See his tail? There ain't no way I'm going to bite that. It's too big. It's a 10-0. He's debating. Does he want it? Come on and take it. He's going to swim off. He don't love me. Did he leave me? No, he's still there. He's debating. He's going to leave me hanging. Here comes the dragonfly. Dragonfly coming in like a stealth bomber. Putting me out of my misery. If you guys watched any of my best comp streams, we don't know. I asked for two. You asked for two unis. Josh is shooting for the moon. Oh, come on now. Josh is probably sitting at 220 pounds or more, right? 240? Oh, the agony. The absolute agony, boys. Appreciate it. Oh, it was blocked? Why was it blocked? That's weird. Fishing Planet probably got sick of me complaining. That's one thing. I bet if me and Foggy and Slowpoker all got together and were on mic, I bet we could complain up a storm at Fishing Planet. We could complain the fish in. And Josh. Josh is good at complaining too, but you can't help yourself, right? This game will drive you crazy. My school district's blocks every... Oh, okay. I thought it was something on my end. That's why I was asking, Hunt. Come on. One spot's got to be active. I know. Somebody's screaming at me. Get that 10-0 off there. Try your 7-0s, boys. Roll the dice however you'd like. Which college team is your favorite? College team? MU. Missouri University. Tigers. They suck. Basketball, football. They used to be good at basketball. And good luck, Charles. I see you just entering the room, my man. Yeah, true that. Back when they were in the Big 12, I kind of liked it when they were in the Big 12 or the Big 10 or whatever. Yeah. Oh, they're still, they just, well, I mean, you're welcome, Charles. I hope you have a heck of a lot better luck than I did. I don't even know why I'm getting in my boat at this point. I need to just spawn back. Alrighty here. Take 432. Hold on, Milo. If I mess that cast up, that's on my daughter's cat's fault there. He just jumped up on me. Lay down, buddy. Come on. There you go, Josh. Finish strong, buddy. I'm hoping I can put one more up for the 15 people that's braved through this with me, and I appreciate you guys' support. I hope that these marks at least help you. But yeah, if you're scared of the bigger hook, stay with your 7.0s. But you're going to just find that if you got a good round going, you're going to have a good round going, really, for the most part, no matter if you're hooked 6 to 10. I proved it to Josh last night, right when I went into the template. In a half hour, I had probably 400 pounds of fish just using a 10.0. Mine is the Michigan State Wolverines because of my cousin was the #1 recruit for lacrosse. Awesome, man. Lacrosse, man, that's a pretty rough sport, too. That's cool, man. I've never even been to Michigan. I've been to the east and, or no, I've been to the West Coast, all the southern states. I have never even been to New York. Yeah, I play trying to become as good as him. That's awesome, man. How much older is he than you, Hunt? A few years? 6, 8 years? Good grief. Dragonfly. I'm getting the Dragonfly card. Stay away, Dragonfly. Captain 7.0 again. Josh is ripping it up on 7.0s. Captain 7.0s for anybody saying that. Josh is tearing it up at the end, he said. 7 to 9 years, as I forget. Yeah, I was guessing when you said he was in college. I knew you were in school, so. I think I did bring one Captain 7.0 with me. That was plan D, though. Alright, guys, we'll see if I make a change. Somehow, some nice ones jump on, I hope. Well, that was a long cast. Oh, I'm on the money. I'm starting to wonder what this cutoff's going to be now. FWA up there at 441. Good fishing. Good Lord. Tony's up there. Rex had a good run early. $3.98. That ain't bad, Josh. That ain't bad at all, buddy. Especially since you only had 2 trophies in that first hour. But to be honest, not to be a little crybaby, but sometimes if you just get dealt what you're going to get dealt, as you can see. I tried switching to 7.0s earlier, put a raku on even just to try to change my bait to change it up, and I just started getting piranha. So I think if you're having a good run and you got plenty of trophies, maybe put one on, but let's hope this is a trier here, but I don't know. Come on, be a trophy. I think he took me into the weeds and just left me there. Yep, sure did. That was nice of him. Attaboy, Charles. Get up on the board quick, buddy. You're hoping for 400, yeah. As you noticed, I was going to take a swing. I wanted a bigger score, but unfortunately, I whiffed, boys. I whiffed. Yeah, try hard, Charles. I hope you get in there, man. I really do. I'd like to see you up there on that leaderboard, get that top 20. You and Foggy and any of the other friends that I made on here. Be there. Be there. Captain 7-0 for me. You guys watching this. That's just a card you get dealt, fellas. That was take 2. That was a barbless 7 I tried earlier. Got a piranha. Even using my head thinking I wanted to weed through them, I put a 10 on hold. Now I even got a Bakuda. Bakuda are even moving in for me. Maybe it's a 9-0 for me. 8-0. 9-0, 8-0. 9-0. Going to 9-0. I'm even going to... I'll break out the expensive bait. Might as well. Might as well feed the piranha and the Bakuda good, right, boys? Nothing but the best. Okay, now I might have overcast at that time. No, ain't bad. Minnow. Yeah, at this point, I should have brought small minnows with me. I probably would have saved myself some bait. Here's the comical part. Is I'm a power leveling guy. I know the lake. Now you give me 2 hours in the Amazon, even on this nice shark peak, because this peak ain't bad, even starting at 1. This is actually a good peak to fish. Now you give that to me outside of a comp. 2 hours? I guarantee you, I'd probably have a couple nets full. There's one back there, isn't it? That's a big one. Finally? No? Only 9 Triera. What'd they give me this time? What is this? Is this a flat whiskered or something? Did I get a uni? What is this? Mariska, see, I wish I'd have brought small minnows. And that's the story of my my Q2 here in 2023, guys. Now what am I going to get dialed up? Trophy at the end? Or nothing at all? Charles, don't let them piranha move in on you, buddy. Uh, I thought Q1 was bad. Q2 is not much better for me. There's a buzz frog lure for snakehead. A buzz frog. I'll have to YouTube it, Mariska. That sounds pretty intriguing, to be honest with you. That's actually a pretty good idea. A buzz frog. Alright, any of you guys that's happened to fast forward and work your way through this miserable thing, I'll show you a couple other spots. If I don't wreck. I might wreck at this point. You can park here or over here. It's a little closer here and it won't drift as much. Again, you guys have probably seen these before on my channel, but that's from November as well. Trophy bull sharks over here as well. Again, unique parabima. That's one of my favorite farming spots. We'll see if I'll have any luck over here. Go blue. You talking to me, Josh? What you sent? Oh. Shallow spot. You just like the uniforms as a kid and stuck with them? Oh, boys, this is just painful. Yeah, I haven't been to Michigan either, Fort. Looks like a fun place to fish, though. Gotta be more fun than fishing in this comp. Crying out loud. Try air back here too, guys. In the event that spot's not active, but I just don't think any of my spots are active. Not very active, at least. Newt lure? I don't think it's new. No, I don't think they're new on here. Come on. This is painful. Absolutely dreadful, boys. I don't know how you've stuck this out with me. Good one, Charles. Stack them up, buddy. That's a nice trophy, too. Alright, anybody watching this back that are fast forwarding just to get the marks, I will warn you, if you're using big hooks, especially like I like to use, this may not be the best spot for you to try. Again, another November mark. The bait mark's there. They also are all along this edge. But anybody that needed this mark. But big shark close by. Shark all through here as well. So I normally cast here and kind of let it hover just to see if it's active or not. Obviously you don't want to be very deep. But caution, sharks all right there as well. Not the best of spots to use. You can cast back there as a ways, but you can't see anything. I used to farm them right here, but again, the way my round's going, I'm not going to get any action anyway, really, so. I'll give it a little while longer. Just let it hover just really close there. Believe it or not, you can get them right there. You can see them come up with their tail and all. I've done it before. You don't have to cast back there. They're right there. Just they're not going to be active for me, but they are right there. I farm this lake a lot. Be a trayer and not a bass or something stupid, please. Anything? Alright, that's not a shark. That's a good sign, boys. As you can see, you can hover that. They finally let me know know what I'm talking about. I wish they'd have given me a bite rate in this thing. Give me something nice. I deserve it after going through this torturous round. I'll take it. But as you guys can see, thanks Charles, you see how I did that? Any of you guys that need that mark, just cast in between those two marks. Just hover it right there on that bank. At least I got one to hit, but no, sometimes you'll get that uni just dunkered up there. Now you can cast back here, but I do pick up bass and stuff back here as well. But just be safe and you don't have to cast it back here. Just cast it right there. I'm gonna try again just to see if I can get lucky. Well, maybe I just can't cast anymore. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it, my man. Like I said, all my marks are good and my strategy's good. Guy can't get a bite, he can't get a bite. Come on, Uni. Give us another try, please. And Shark, don't you dare sneak over there next to that bank. Nothing? Again, try her right there. I just never remarked it. There is trophies there and occasionally any. Again, don't trust it with your comp, but at this point, I need to try. Close spawn point. My other spots aren't doing much for me, so maybe they gave me something over here. Nope, there we go. He was hung up. Butterfly are here too, but I normally don't get them on a 9-0, so maybe a piranha. And maybe nothing at all. The double reward not doing nothing. I'll try one more cast. Bear with me, boys. It's a weird spot. You can't hit them from that backside too, but there is kind of got to pull into it. Pariba back there as well. Don't go deep. Come on now. One of these spots have to be active. At this point, this one's respawned. Josh, was that your finishing score? 398? Go blue. Come on. How about one more fish? Good grief. I am not casting there again. Spend half of my round casting there. I'm here, fellas. I was just talking to my wife. God, I love piranha. That's when you know you've had a bad qualifier round, guys. If the piranha are increasing your weight for you. Good grief. Oh, the misery. I'm trying to think. I don't think I caught one fish over here. Not one scoring fish. Did they give us a Triera finally? Right at the end, I'm going to break 250, boys. Maybe. Oh, I swear if this is a uni and I don't get it in, I'm going to be pissed. Trophy. Alright, boys. Well, that will be the end of that dizzying spell. I did get him in. Would have been better if it would have been a uni. But, yeah, I appreciate it, Charles. I hope that you end up with better luck than I did. And any of you guys falling back, and thank you guys for supporting the stream and sticking around. Even that was a tough one, as you know. Normally, if my mood's pretty good in most of these things, I will get worked up from time to time, but I am human. 1, 2. Didn't do what we wanted to do, that's for sure. I think 4 or 5 Triera trophy. Did notice I think I only missed on the one, but that will conclude the Q1 qualifier here on Fishing Planet. I'm not 100% sure the way my luck's going that I even want to put myself through the misery of Q3. If I do not, I might just go through some of these other comps tomorrow. That one's off my list. Too many Troys. I don't know. What do we got? I'll see what comes up tomorrow. But appreciate you guys tuning in. You RFF guys that are playing, and all my other buddies that are playing, and anybody that might happen to tune in and watch this. There are plenty of marks up there for you guys, and I hope you enjoy them. I did fish a lot to get all those marks, and I know some of them, the YouTube guys already had them, but again, as you noticed by the timestamps, I'd found a lot of that stuff all on my own, so, and I did take the time out of my round to post those up for you guys, so I hope that does help you, and I hope that your experience in this tournament was a lot better than mine. Again, you guys take care and good luck. See you later, Hunt. See you later, Fork, Charles, everybody else that was tuning in. Dutch, if you happen to be there, Josh, everybody else, you guys take care. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope this guys helps you out some way or another.